Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to the Midnight channel. And today I wanted to do some kind of, I guess, fun or memorable video about basically the Easter eggs or cameos that we have on the Persona games. So one of my favorite things about Persona, once you play multiple Persona games, is that you start seeing callbacks to either different Personas or just gaming in general, things like that, that are really fun. And today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite ones. Now I will mention 5, but I'll also mention little other Easter eggs that I recall or just kind of really like the way that they do it. And let's go ahead and get started. So in Persona 4, there are multiple times where you have reference to The Legend of Zelda. Now I really like Legend of Zelda, so seeing these little references crack me up. There's one, for example, Teddy talks to you, the main character, and he says, "Hey, since you're to go along, take me." So that was a kind of like a little funny one. There's also another one where you go to Yukiko Amagi's castle, and whenever you're standing there and you speak to Yusuke, he's going to tell you, "Hey, your princess is in another castle." So it's just kind of like those little references to Legend of Zelda, and it's really fun to kind of just look at them and see them because they're really funny. They really are, and it's just kind of one of those things that at the time I was kind of like, "Wow, I really like this." It's because it's funny. It's really funny. Next, the other Easter egg that I really like, and I just really like it, is from Persona 3 Portable. So in Persona 3 Portable, you have many different cameos that are really interesting. But one of the ones that really stuck out to me was the cameo where you meet Vincent for the first time. You actually get to find out about his story from the cameo. You actually get to meet him multiple times. You get to sit down and drink with him. He talks about his nightmares and what was going on. Vincent is obviously the character, a main protagonist from Catherine. So just having him interact with you, the main character, and just kind of get to know his story, it was kind of like a good way to market Catherine, because then you get more interested in what Catherine is about. That's actually how I found out about Catherine. That's actually how I got into Catherine as well. So to me, I thought that that Easter egg was a good kind of like marketing move to kind of get you into Catherine, the new game that Atlus was working with at the time, and it really worked out well. But let's go ahead and talk about another Easter egg from Persona 3 Portable that I really liked and that I really enjoyed. And I was actually was kind of one of the ones that if you had played Persona 3, then Persona 4, then play Persona 3 Portable, you would have been really excited for that. And that's because you get to meet Yukiko Amagi from Persona 4 in Persona 3 Portable. You actually meet her as a young middle schooler, and she talks about her life in the Amagi Inn, which is the inn where she resides and she works at and whatever. So again, it's a nice throwback to characters that have been in Persona 3 and 4. You kind of like meet their younger selves in another game, and it's really good to kind of just interact with them and everything, because you see them before they became the characters that they are now, and you see them in another light. They're really different, and I really like that kind of stuff. But speaking of that, there's another one, similar case but backwards. So in Persona 4, you actually get to meet during a trip a character from Persona 3, which is Chihiro Fushimi. But now she is now a adult or a much older person now in Persona 4. But you get to meet her as a trip. This is one of the best things actually. In Persona 4, the whole cast of Persona 4 gets to travel to Tatsumi Island, which is basically where Persona 3 happens. You actually get to go to school where the Persona 3 characters go to, and there's a whole trip with it and everything, with a bunch of references to Persona 3, and you actually get to meet Chihiro, which is one of the characters in Persona 3. So it's a whole interaction and everything, and I really like all the entire thing because it's really cool, it's different, and it just gets you kind of like, yeah, you know, if you have played Persona 3 and then Persona 4, it's kind of almost like a payoff to you, because you as the consumer, as the person that's watching this, is interesting, and it's really cool to kind of just see it played out and everything, because it's really cool. And obviously we have in Persona 5 a bunch more of Easter eggs. One of my favorite Easter eggs in Persona 5 are gonna be the 2 posters that you get to have for pretty much, I mean, Persona 4 characters, Rise and the other girl that is part of the idol group that you get to meet them on Persona 4 dancing all night. So that's kind of like one of those really cool things that you get to see, but it actually makes you feel kind of like you're in this world with these people and they're connected in some kind of way, even if it's not a major thing. One of the things that I wanted to see in Persona 5 was to meet maybe a character from Persona 4 or maybe from Persona 3. We actually didn't get a chance to do that, but I was really looking forward to it. In Persona 5 you actually get to see some other stuff, like if you watch the TV, sometimes they do talk about Naoto Shirogane, which is kind of like another young detective, sort of like Goro in Persona 5, but you actually get to hear about her story and what she's doing and everything. So it is really, really cool to kind of just see that kind of stuff. Whenever I see Easter eggs that kind of, and cameos in Persona games, I get really excited because it's kind of like one of those, like, oh wow, if you've been a fan for a long time, you get to enjoy these little things and it just kind of makes you excited for it. Like, oh wow, I understood that, or I'm really cool that you guys decided to do that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to talk and just kind of to show you this stuff and talk about it because it's really cool. It's really fun to me. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Just kind of like a little video to talk about things that I like and things that I find interesting. And if you are new, please consider liking and subscribing. I do cover a lot of Persona stuff, but I also do other kinds of videos, gaming related. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'll see you next time.